Greetings, royal family. Thanks for clicking on the video. So, you've seen this title, you've seen the thumbnail. Glad you're here. So, for those of you who watch SHAHS of Sunset and are familiar with these crazy people, I wanted to bring you an update of what's going on with the cast, some of the cast members from SHAHS of Sunset. So, as you can see here, it's a lovely picture of MJ and her former best friend of 30 plus years, REZA. So, this past season, they've been going through a whole bunch of trials and tribulations. And I did not even realize that the last episode that aired was the season finale. I'm like, wait, what? Anyway, so recently, always goes down on Watch What Happens Live. So after the season finale last week, there was an episode of Watch What Happens Live, of course, with Andy Cohen. And there were two separate segments. One segment had Adam and REZA. The other segment had MJ and her husband, Tommy. So MJ's husband, he basically accused REZA of cheating on Adam. I'm not surprised at all. Again, this was during an episode of Watch What Happens Live, the segment that had REZA and Adam. REZA was asked by Andy if he wanted to clear anything up. So if you've been following the season, REZA and MJ, they had a explosive argument at a pool party. And REZA says to his best friend of 30 plus years, I keep saying that because that's what REZA kept saying. He said to his best friend, your uterus exploded because you had 10 abortions. And, he was referring, REZA that is, he was referring to MJ's difficult childbirth and pregnancy. And he believed that she was behind all of the rumors about his husband, Adam. And what ended up happening is Tommy, in retaliation, he trashed REZA's garden, tossed around a couple of pots and plants. So he vandalized his property at his home. And this caused REZA to obtain a restraining order and file a police report. Now, REZA was granted a 3-year restraining order against MJ's husband, Tommy. Not sure if you're up to date on that. But MJ, she was already beyond upset during the season because REZA, he was not there for her during her difficult pregnancy, nor did he come to visit her or her baby in the hospital. He ended up calling her while she was in ICU, getting ready to have life-threatening surgery. And he called his friend to ask her some foolishness about Ali and some text messages between Adam and Ali, which Ali had proof. He printed out the text messages and was trying to show REZA, but REZA didn't want to hear it. Anyway, so in the segment with Tommy and what's her name? MJ. I forgot her name that quick. Tommy is going off. Okay, Tommy, his energy is always on level 1,000, and he's very animated, he's very passionate, and he's loud. Total New Yorker. I love it. So in his segment, Tommy is going off, and Tommy's like, REZA was in bankruptcy before. He was in bankruptcy before the show ever even started. He said that's why there's no prenup. Okay, they are never, ever, ever getting a divorce. And he was referencing Adam and REZA. Again, this is a separate segment on Watch What Happens Live with Tommy and MJ. So Tommy continues, you, me, Adam could get caught playing naked Jenga at the halftime show at the Super Bowl and nobody's getting divorced, bro. He was going off. So this is what he was telling Andy, and the naked Jenga reference, of course, is because those were the rumors that were swirling around this season, that Adam was playing naked Jenga with other men's, honey, while REZA was out of town. So Tommy, he then accused REZA of stepping out on Adam when REZA and MJ came to New York to appear on a previous episode of Watch What Happens Live. So he says, everybody knows that this is how they get down. The night that MJ came back to New York to do your show with him, he banged another dude. And according to Tommy, REZA was all over some guy at Tommy's bachelor party. Tommy says, I got 50 witnesses that saw him making out with another guy in the club. Interesting. Shifting gears back to Adam and REZA's segment. And Andy is having the time of his life. I don't know if you guys saw this, but Andy, he was having the time of his life because this was the tea right here, okay? So a viewer asked the viewer questions, and a viewer asked Reza what he thought about no, not Reza, I'm sorry. A viewer asked Tommy what did he think about Reza breaking down when MJ and Reza met up in the restaurant, and Reza was breaking down crying, saying that he apologized, yada yada, when they met up for lunch earlier in the season. And Tommy said that he wanted to vomit. He says all that guy cares about is fame. He said he would kick Adam down a flight of stairs made of razor blades and broken glass if he thought it would get another season of the show, out of it. And Tommy said that he would even take a polygraph to show the world he is telling the truth about Reza. And he says that I need the court of public opinion to know what a piece of bleep this guy is. It's something that will give my heart peace. Wow, this was intense. Tommy also said that he never threatened to harm Reza over the phone when he was driving over to Reza's house to confront him about what he said about MJ and her uterus and her abortions. Reza did say that. Reza said that in the show, that Tommy was screaming and being violent and threatening his life. Tommy said that's not true. So shifting back to the other episode, the other segment of the episode, he says that, yeah, you know, Tommy was making threats over the phone. Reza said that he called me and said, you know, Reza, MFer, I'm going to blank you. So when he was talking, I didn't believe him. And Reza says, you know, we're still afraid. This is what he says. And as for the naked Jenga rumors, you know, they asked about naked Jenga. And then they were giggling and laughing. And Adam was like, how do you even play naked Jenga? Acting so confused. And Reza, they had their dog in the middle of them. It was so fake. Reza was like, we've spent the quarantine trying to figure it out. They're so phony. I believe everything that Tommy says. I'm sorry. I believe everything that Tommy says. Adam, he also denied sending any naked pictures of himself to anyone, as he said that he's never taken a naked selfie. Adam, not even a good liar. And as for the inappropriate text messages sent to Ali, who accused Adam of basically like harassing him because of the text, Adam said that it was a mutual sense of humor that he eventually blew out of proportion. But in the same breath, you just said that you've never taken a naked selfie. So what kind of pictures were you sending him? This is what Adam says. I was never told to stop, and he actually encouraged the behavior. Well, Ali spoke to one of these outlets, 2Fab, I think it was, and Ali gave a statement, and he said, at first, it was obviously just a friendly conversation back and forth. He was sending me memes and just jokes. It was funny at first. I was responding. It was something that was just normal. And then it turned into being more sexually explicit. The content became more aggressive and it became more personal. I cannot say this enough. This is all Adam's fault. And the only reason I think that Reza is taking it so lightly and he's not going so hard on Adam is because Reza has been doing his dirt since he and Adam got together. I believe every word that Tommy says. MJ, if you follow the show, MJ has been calling Reza out for being unfaithful. She called him out in 2 reunions and even on the show. At this point, I don't even know what there is to repair. Reza, like I said, Reza and Adam, they look so fake and rehearsed with all that fake smiling and giggling. At 30 plus years, listen, all good things must come to an end, and all not so good things must come to an end too. Move on, MJ. Reza, you too. Move on. You move on. Now all your tea is being spilled, and I think he's shook now. That's why he's so lovey-dovey with Adam. He has chewed Adam out for less. I believe everything that Tommy is saying. Anyway, let me know what you think. Share your thoughts and tell me what you think. This was the shortest season ever. I mean, a lot of these reality shows are wrapping up fairly quickly. Understandable. Hopefully there will be a reunion, a virtual reunion of SHAHS of Sunset, because let me tell you, if you know, you know. SHAHS reunions are never boring. SHAHS of Sunset reunions, never, ever, ever boring. All right, Royal Family, just wanted to bring you a quick update on the SHAHS of Sunset folks, being that I realized that last week was the season finale. So I will be keeping my 4 eyes out for a reunion. Even if they don't have a reunion, to be honest with you, this Watch What Happens Live episode was all I needed. You know, you out here frauding the people. You out here frauding the people, REZA. Well, 30 plus years. You know what? They're probably going to end up talking minimally, but I don't think Tommy is not having it. Tommy is done with REZA. He is over it. He is not feeling him, and I totally understand. 3-year restraining order? Wow. They ain't cool anyway, so what difference does it make? Tommy, keep your behind off of people's property. I understand that you are going hard for your wife, and you must understand that REZA and Adam are both jealous because you are going hard for your wife. However, stay off of people's property. Leave Adam and REZA to their own destruction. You just keep taking care of your good wife, MJ. I'm going to miss the SHAHS. And I'm keeping my fingers crossed for a reunion. Well, I didn't want much, y'all. I just wanted to come on here and chit-chat with you guys. I like these little short videos, real conversational. But get down in the comments, share your thoughts. Like the video if you liked it. If you haven't done so already, hit the subscribe button. Make sure you are selecting that notification bell. Click it. Select all. This way, you will be in the loop and also notified every and any time I upload a new video. So I'm signing off for now, Royal Family. I'll be back soon. Until next time, peace.